Hi, I'm Pronago. This is OutsiderXE's Lord of the Clans. We're heading into Chapter 5, Hunger. Calgar had said that Grom Hellscream's clan had come from the west. Thrall would find this Hellscream, and together they would liberate their imprisoned brothers and sisters. He had never been so exhausted or hungry in his life. Freedom tasted sweet, but for 7 days he ate nothing but grubs and insects. I don't know, sounds like a well-rounded diet to me. Maybe he's just intermittent fasting. I will never find proper food in this forest. I have to find a village. Wait, what happened to the boat? I guess he has already made landfall? I mean, this feels like... I don't know. Where's the boat at? Alright, find a village, gather 10 food items, Thrall must survive. So presumably it's up this ramp. I'm just going to make sure that I'm not missing anything else. As far as the boat not being here, I guess it's not really that... It's not like a huge plot point or anything. But it would be nice to have like a shot of him, you know, making landfall. And... What? Oh, lag. Wowee. A village at last. I should try to find another entrance and wait until nightfall. With the cover of darkness, the villagers won't spot me that easily. Okay. Find a different way into the village. You got it, man. Oh yeah, that was the other thing, is that the hints in this campaign so far have not really... Like, it seems like they're just... Either they give a lot away, or they are very to the point. That they're just retreading old information. It's already dark. Most of the humans should be sleeping by now. Time to get into the village. Humans raiding other humans. Ah, shit. I didn't think my W would affect her. Well, that's unfortunate. We'll go ahead and quell this rebellion. Stop missing. Smack him in the head. Alright, well. We've smashed him enough. We have no food, though. I should find their leader and end him before they raid more farms. Wand of Chain Lightning. That seems like it'll be somewhat useful. I don't know what this... What are these runes? Are they the food items? Thrall can hide in these shrubs. Enemies will stop pursuing him. Well, that seems entirely unreasonable. What is this, anyways? Oh. This is where I get the bread. Good, something to eat. Yeah, I think enemies should not be just, like, no longer pursuing me into that. I feel like that should be, like, a place where I'm hidden if there are no enemies nearby. That's, like, the only way it makes sense, right? And, you know, if you aggro a unit, I think it's fine to be punishing, especially since Thrall has the means to defend himself against, like, 1 or 2 units or something. And most people will use quick saves, where I won't. Let's see, you sent some messages in my chat. I think most of the time it's very clear which cinematic story elements are from the book and which were created by me. At the time of creation, I knew the story was all set. I just needed to come up with excuses to have gameplay, which in its simplest forms is just placing some random creeps. When I created the campaigns over 10 years ago, I was too inexperienced to think about presentation, storytelling, and whatnot. I never created the entire concept for quests and gameplay. I never created any summary of any form. I just opened the editor and saw what I could come up with. The updates over the past few years have to modernize gameplay. I'm willing to find easy solutions to make the story more immersive. I disagree about the need to have unique gameplay for each map. Lack of background focused on a single hero makes it necessary to make the level/gameplay around him as varied as possible. On the last point, the only reason why you have to make varied gameplay is because the alternative would be to design gameplay fundamentals that are really, really strong. And that's why I say you should focus on... I should be killing these ranged units because they're doing more damage and easier to kill. That's why I'm saying, you know, you really should, in my opinion at least, make sure that the fundamentals are well set, and then that the design space that you're working within is... Like, I always use Brood War as an example. I really like playing Brood War, so when I try to make maps in Brood War, I'm not trying to reinvent the game or make it, like, really, really different. Can I eat that chicken? I'm trying to just, like, make design a map that allows for the gameplay fundamentals that I enjoy from Brood War to be experienced. So I build around that a unique experience based on the story elements and the characters and all this other stuff. And that to me is like what makes a satisfying map. And obviously it's going to be different for everybody. But I think that that is that's a fine framework. In this case, I feel like if you made it so that it was enjoyable enough, mostly regardless of the situation that's involved, to play as Thrall, and like he had a fun kit that was enjoyable to use, and the enemies that had challenging ways to play the game that Thrall also plays, that the player also plays when using. This grain is useless to me. I need real food. Real food. Yeah, exactly. Carbs are poison. Don't drink them. Or eat them, rather. I think that, generally speaking, when it comes to gameplay design, if Thrall was really fun to use, and rewarding to use and challenging, and you had something of like an ARPG or something, where there were more mechanics that supported just using one hero throughout the majority of the campaign, then you wouldn't need to make the gameplay more varied. I feel like, well, it's also just sort of, it's like impossible to, oh wait, this is chain lightning, not a lightning shield. That's way more useful. Hi. So, yeah, I mean, to summarize, I feel like the gameplay that you're experiencing here, like the reason why you feel the need to make varied gameplay all the time is, it's, I think, coming from the feeling that the gameplay fundamentals are not kill them, take their gold, and kill them again. Wow, that's rude. Yeah, Wand of Lightning Shield can be used on Thrall to damage enemy units. Okay, that's interesting. Oh, that's pretty lucky. I would have survived anyways. I'm pretty sure I had my W up. But yeah, like I feel like if the gameplay fundamentals were more enjoyable, then nobody would feel the need to actually make gimmicks in the first place, right? Because the core gameplay is satisfying enough. You don't really need to add anything to that. Please don't hurt us. No, I won't. I just want your food, dude. Oh, that's weird. It didn't bounce. Strange. Oh wait, I'm supposed to be killing the brigand. Oops. Let's see. You wouldn't want to have just simple A to B gameplay with a single hero. That was the first version of the campaign. It was very boring. On the other hand, toned down the gimmicky feeling of the minigames. Over the past few updates, at some points you had to use your keyboard to control Thrall. It was too awkward and annoying. Well, I'll agree with the too awkward and annoying part. It does sound not very fun. Rune in a barrel. Get out of here. Oh, you came back, and you're invulnerable. Okay, Wand of Lightning Shield. That's what I thought the last thing was. Alright, we'll grab this Tome of Strength. As far as, like, you know, you were talking about how you made these campaigns a long time ago. I didn't realize they were that old. But, you know, just based... I'm giving you feedback because, you know, you expressed interest in updating the maps. So, I would be talking... Oh, holy shit. I would be talking about this stuff anyways. But I have a more vested interest in making sure that the feedback is as accessible to the author of the campaign as possible, because I know that you're actively working on stuff. So that's like where my main desire to give the feedback in the first place comes from. And I recognize that a lot of the feedback that I'm giving is unlikely to be like manifest in real change, because the required stuff, the things that you would need to put my suggestions to use would 100%... oh, there's a cooldown. Oops. It would 100% require you to... like, rework maps, remove entire maps, you know, shit like that. And I don't expect anybody to do that based on my feedback, because, well, for one, a lot of people won't agree with my takes on stuff anyways. But the main reason why I see it as an unlikely reality is just based around the idea that you're not going to have the motivation to go back to and update a campaign that's like 1 billion years old that extensively, right? At least that's my understanding of the whole ordeal. If I ever created a new campaign, I would definitely finish pre-planning story, quest, level design, and textures before you touch the editor. Interesting. The leader dropped a map which shows the supply depots of the nearby villages. Well, that's my reward. See, so that's pretty nice. So I was talking earlier about how the quests didn't feel like they were connected to the main story at all, but I like the idea that, you know, you're rewarded directly for well, that they should be connected. I just like the idea that you're rewarded for completing a quest, a side quest, something that helps you out in the main quest. And it also makes sense for the bandit leader to have something like that because he was conducting raids and stealing stuff. So it makes sense for him to do that. As far as... Oh, I see what I'm supposed to do here. Oh, I'm invulnerable. I can't cast an enchantment on myself. As far as, you know, I think that this feedback is mostly useful to new developers and people who are going to work with new campaigns in general, which is another reason why I give it. And I think that... Oh, I thought that was... I thought that was a way through. I guess not. The runes here are completely unnecessary. Like, they're... Obviously, they make the game a lot easier, but I would prefer them to be removed so that players had to actually look around and figure stuff out. Rather be punished for being dumb, you know what I mean? Let's see, aside from that... What was I going to say? They allow you to see the campaigns from a different perspective. Yeah, well, I mean, I know that it seems like they've been useful for you, and that's reason enough for me to continue messing about with them and providing the feedback and the suggestions. But generally speaking, I don't know what's going on upstairs. People are playing bowling or something. Whoa. Swordsman can ensnare Thrall when close to him. It would have been cool to see a demonstration of this happening with some bandits or something, where he uses that ensnare ability, and then we just sort of realize that that's what can be done. I like the addition, but I feel like, oh shit, being able to just have that be shown to us rather than told to us would be nice. Maybe if not bandits, then something. I think there should be more, I mean, maybe not more bandit raids, but more stuff going on in the city anyways, so that we can get a sense that there's something lively going on. But yeah, I mean, as far as like providing feedback and stuff, a lot of the times I'm playing campaigns that will never be touched again by the developer or anybody else who would be looking to update them or something, so... For me, it's nice. It's a nice change of pace to have the designer take a look and say, hey, this is what I think of your feedback. And to have conversations like that about the fundamentals of the design or whatever. I'm a fan. I think leveling up... Well, we could level up the Storm Bolt for extra single target damage. In this case, might be better to level up our Rage ability. Yeah, I think I'm going to do that, because I need more movement speed. Hi, guys. Just gonna have some of that cheese. Ah, it was not a way through. Some meat over here. Swordsmen have same stats as footmen. So that's good to know. And even if I get into a fight with them or whatever, I won't actually have to change too much of the playstyle. I can still beat the shit out of them. Just like normal. So what do we have to what was it? It was 10. Okay, so we're halfway there. Yeah, updating campaigns is definitely something of a chore. I'm currently doing that with my own campaign, and I'm like doing... I'm getting a bunch of ideas for how to make it even better. Like just trying to turn it into the best campaign that I can turn it into, and in doing so, I'm realizing that the best way to do it would probably involve adding an entirely new map and, amongst other things, reworking one of the old maps, like remaking it entirely. And that obviously requires more effort than I would expect. It would be cool if these kids ran away from me or whatever. What am I hearing? Oh, people are having a fight. They're punching each other. Oh wait, these aren't... That's not a thing I can hide from. Get this dog out of my way. Can we walk up to here and make him run away? No? Yeah, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's a really lively world, per se. Based on the reactions I'm seeing. Fish. You know yourself as a developer, you are never really happy with it. You are proud, but you always wish it could be more. Well, it's easy to make it, like... Oh, he was helping me out. That was pretty nice. It's easy to have it be better, I guess. And it being better than the original or earlier version of it or whatever is satisfying for me. But there is like a certain amount of... there's a point where it becomes... the classic explosive barrel trick. Definitely could be. I mean, why would they put the barrels there? Besides, because gameplay. Let's see, there's some fish over here. No, I'm not killing that guy. He's a cool dude. Hi. Fuck this guy up. Maybe he'll drop a rune or something. I do agree that it could always be better, and that will be in the back of your mind a lot. But I also think that there's a pathway over here. There's something to be said about Hopefully she'll chase me. Ah, shit. Everybody's chasing me. Oh, JK. That's weird. Why did the other guy stop chasing? Oh, she stopped chasing too. I say we just walk past these guys. Bye. Hi. Bye. As long as we have mana for rage, I think we'll be alright. Alright. There's water. And there's one more over there. Hi. Seems a little goofy. Which way am I going? This way? Going around? No, I'm just gonna go get it. Ah, shit! The jig is up! JK. Let me out! I have enough. The exit should be to the east. Okay. We are here. I'm pretty sure that... Oh, northeast. That's not the same as east. Ah, perfect. I wonder how much impact the Ring of Regen actually has. Let's see. Smash. It's actually a 4-second stun on both of them now. This will level up to be a 5-second stun. That's pretty good. What's his ultimate? 25% damage to... Bonus to damage, and heals him for 500 over 20 seconds. That's pretty nuts. I think I got unlucky with the RNG on the random chance to miss. Don't know how I'm gonna make it through now. These guys were completely unnecessary to fight. I might have just fucked myself. Yes. See? He agrees. Wait, isn't it a northeast exit? Is this even remotely related, or do I have to go through them to get out? Maybe they're entirely unrelated and unnecessary. Chain lightning. Remember you started creating this campaign before you had even read the book? Oh. You'll never take me alive.
For honor. Yes. Dabu. Yes. Yes. Dabu.
We'll get him. Yeah, any project like that that's really old, it's undoubtedly going to have some complications or interesting behind-the-scenes stories. Hey, it didn't bounce again. That's weird.
For honor. Dabu. For honor. Yeah. For honor.
I still don't think I can fight these guys, but I'll do my best. Fuck. Get him. Oh yeah, I can definitely get him. Never mind.
Yeah.
JK on the doubts. Oh, that was what I had to do. Okay. It said northeast, so I got confused. I should get as far away as possible before I find a place to rest. You, get up. Another finding him in a tent scene. You not speak Orcish? A little. Human who looks like an orc. Kill him. No. Want find Grom Hellscream. Why find? You said to kill, huh? From human, huh? No. Camps. Bad. Orcs. Me want orcs. Grom help. No more camps. Trag som, Dabu? Dabu elek kom da grom. Trag says, maybe you see Hellscream, if you worthy. Come. So no audience with Grom just yet. I guess going back to the conversation we had at the end of the previous map, I was talking about how the significant event could have been told better and more succinctly. The significant event in this case is a Thrall fighting his way through a village and eventually meeting some orcs. So again, it's sort of like the more important element of the story is only shown at the very end, and there really isn't a whole lot of pretext about it because we don't really know where the orcs are. And I understand that's an element of the story, is like he doesn't know where orcs are and they actually find him while he's looking for them. It's a neat like trick or whatever. I just feel like there could be more. There could be like I don't know. I don't know what the justification is for this mission existing, I guess, because we're fighting humans, fighting bandits, but neither of those have anything to do with the story. Because the end result is we're like they're just a barrier in our way to get to the orcs. That's like their significance to the plot. So I would like to see them tied in more with the eventual discovery of the orcs, or being discovered by the orcs, I guess. And I don't really know how you could do that. Maybe you could make it so that Thrall has to fight the human. Like he makes a big scene, and that it catches the attention of the orcs. Like they're like, "Oh, look at this guy! He's wreaking havoc inside this this human village." And that would also allow you to do something different with the gameplay, since you're not sneaking around like you were a couple missions back. Instead, well, actually, we snuck around in the previous mission too. But instead of sneaking around, we're actually like trying to attack them. Like we find food, right? He's hungry, so that makes sense. But then maybe after we find food, we like I don't know. You could even have it so that there's like an orc encampment, like an internment camp or whatever here, and you free them and they join you, and then they can vouch for you as to how worthy you are when the other orcs show up. Again, I don't know how the plot of the next mission unfolds, but that's like one idea, one way you could change this mission up so that it feels more in line with the plot. Because then we're doing something, right? We're not just, oh, I'm hungry, I gotta get food. We're, oh, I'm freeing these orcs so we can so again, I can find Grom easier, and also freeing my brethren and become like discovering the orc within myself that I never knew there was, because again, Thrall's like this orc who's been raised from essentially from a very young age, not quite birth, but pretty close, by humans. So it makes sense to have him discover like the bloodlust within him and stuff, and like that would be in that book, the portion of the story is only half a page long. Yeah, so it's like I can see a way you could link it in, again, with taking some liberties with regards to the book. Again, porting it, adapting it, instead of it being one-to-one. So I would like to see some element of, like, reasserting that narrative theme that Thrall is trying in his heart of hearts. He's basically trying to discover what it means to be an orc, because he doesn't know. And, you know, freeing an orc encampment and freeing those prisoners or whatever, it would reassert the human faction as our, like, aggressors, our antagonists, our bad guys, because they are taking orcs prisoner, and, like, you know, obviously that's something that Thrall and other orcs do not appreciate. So, you know, since we're siding with our protagonists on this matter, we're, like, thinking, like, oh, these humans are... we know why we're fighting them. We're not just fighting them because we're orcs and they're humans. We're fighting them because they're taking orcs as prisoners. And that helps, like, reassert that theme. And then the theme of Thrall trying to find out what it means to be an orc is reasserted because you're fighting alongside orcs. And this could start, like, the associations in his mind. And you see him question this in Reign of Chaos as well. As, like, you know, are we just meant to fight humans forever? Like, he says that in Durotar or whatever. And it would be like, oh, does being an orc mean fighting humans? Is that part of what being an orc means? Like, he's starting to discover this stuff. And I think you could take it in an interesting facet that way. But that's by no means the only solution to this, just like the one that occurred to me initially. So I'll keep thinking on stuff like that as we progress throughout the missions. Hopefully some of these solutions won't be so arduous for you to implement. But even if the solutions that I'm suggesting, or the line of thinking that I'm putting you guys down, don't manifest themselves in, like, a change in the maps themselves, it might still be useful for future projects and for other developers who are looking to tell stories. Like, they can start to figure out how to ground the gameplay in the narrative and in the character arc, because when you have all of those synced up, it makes a very fulfilling experience. At least that's been my experience. So I would definitely recommend, like, you know, putting a lot of thinking into it. It sounds like, Outsider, you're already starting to think about pre-planning and doing all this other stuff. And whenever you start another project, it would be really wonderful to see you focus on that in the future. So that's all for this video. See you later.